Hello guys, welcome to FS Auto Vlogs and my name is Fawad Sheikh, and today I'm here to take a look at this car. That's the Ford F-150 2021 edition, and I'll show you the specifications and give you an overview of the car so that you have an idea. So the car I'll be taking a look at today is the XLT series with the regular cab, and it has the 4x4 off-road package, or you can call it FX4. And this car over here has the V8 with 400 horsepower and 555 Newton meters of torque. All F-150s now come with this 10-speed automatic, and this model particular has this Sport appearance package, the Middle East Sport appearance, which has these 20-inch darkened alloy wheels and more robust off-road tires, or you can call them all-terrain tires. Then they also have the body colored door and tailgate handles, and also body colored front and rear bumpers. And overall to give you an idea of the price, it starts from 169,900 riyals, but after adding all the registration and tax, it goes up to 198,000. So let's start with the design changes. So when compared to last year's model, the new Ford has this new light design, which has a C shape, you can say, which goes all the way from here till here. And on higher end trims you get an LED strip which runs all the way down. This one, since it's the XLT model and does not have the LED light package, this one has the halogens. And also if you get the LED headlights, this amber light comes in an LED strip. And since I told you this has the Sport appearance, so the bumper over here is body colored. Usually it can come in black or even in chrome. And with the Sport appearance, this again is in body colored. You also have a chrome package, so it becomes obviously you can get it in chrome or this color, or body colored I mean. Then in the new 2021 Fords, all of them have this active grille shutter. Suppose if you are in a colder climate and the engine needs to warm up, these shutter close up and then they allow the engine to warm up, and when it's warm enough and it needs a bit more air, these open up and allow the air to flow inside. Also, on the changes in the front, they have changed this hood. Ford says this is their new power dome design, so it has a dome over here and another dome in the middle. So that's all the changes in the front. Ford said this car is 97 to 98% new from last year. And now we come up to the side, and these are the wheels which we get with the off-road package. So these are all-terrain tires, and these are 275 sections, 20-inch tires, and you can see they are darkened and machine cut, and they have a pretty nice look, and it suits the car. I think anything below 20-inch will look very small on this car. And since we're already at the front, I thought I'll show you the engine bay also. So this is the engine bay, and as I said, this model has a 5-liter V8, and you can see the V8 sits pretty far back in the engine bay, which allows for better engine distribution. And I'll leave a clip after this which showcases the sound of the V8 so that you know how it sounds. The car has 4 engine options here in Saudi Arabia. So one is obviously this V8, then we have a 3.3 liter V6, there's a 3.5 liter EcoBoost, and then the newly introduced for 2021 3.5 liter Power Boost, which is essentially an EcoBoost with a hybrid motor, and that's currently the most powerful engine you can get for the F-150 because it has 430 horsepower and I believe 570 Newton meters of torque. So let me just shut this down. So now let's head on the side. I showed you the wheels already. This has the body colored door handles, and that's all we can. I think there is no other changes over here. So let's head to the back, where there are a bit more changes. So on the back, if you compare it to the old F-150, the light design has changed a bit. Before you can see it was that design, but this one is much straighter in lines and it looks clean. And as I said, this has the FX4 off-road package, so that's the badge for it. Then we have the exhaust system over here. It's a side exit exhaust. And then we come over here to the back. You can see the F-150 logo is stamped in the tailgate. Generally, I think it's a smart looking tailgate. And then this over here is the tow hook. and I believe this is for attaching the trailers and stuff. If you go for higher end models, you also get power tailgate, but this one does not have that. You can see we have the camera for the rear backup, and this is a light which if I unlock the car, you can see it lights up, just to give you an idea where the handle is, so it helps you for that. And now let me open the tailgate. So since this is not a powered assist, it is pretty heavy, but for 2021 Ford has changed the design a bit for the tailgate. They have added these measurements in centimeters and inches, so that people who use it for in work situations like any other construction sites and other places, they can use this for any other wood cutting measurements or any other things. This can be used to keep their nails or even a cup if you want to, and this is used to keep your tablet or phone if you want to see something while you are working over here. And these over here we have these tie down points. Suppose if you have a longer item like a wood plank that goes all the way outside, you can use these to tie down the wood. And these also function as a bottle opener. I'll just show it to you. You can use this to open beer bottles. If you go for the hybrid model, you get a generator access over here. On a full tank, I think it can go up to 32 hours of power. But since this is the V8, it does not have any of the outlets, because I don't think it's optioned in this one. And then over here they also have added this is for attaching any C-clamps, so that you can keep whatever you're working with, like a wood plank or anything, secure. Before that, people used to mount it over here, and that used to scratch the body parts. So because of that, they added this, and it makes it much simpler to mount. And at the tailgate, obviously Ford has this, which is their patented step, which comes down all the way, and you can use this handle which goes up, and you can use this to climb into the bed. So that's all I could show in the trailer. And obviously another bottle opener is there, and LED lights. So let's just close this boot and head to the interior now. Again, it's a pretty heavy tailgate since it's not power operated. So let's go inside now. So in the interior there are a few changes, but you can see, like over here they have added this design pattern. It's not a wood trim, but it's plastic, but it's good quality plastic, and that feels good. Then again, this is in leather, since this has the leather side upholstery, not the seats, but over here this is all soft touch and it feels good. Then this is for lock and unlock. You also get memory seat controls over here if you have the higher end trims, and this is obviously for the window controls. It has only two since it is a regular cab. And this is again for opening the door. The handle is over here. You have some storage spaces here and also here, so plenty of storage spaces to keep your drinks or any other stuff. In other models, this like if you go for a lariat trim or even above that, this comes in the shape of the American flag. It has another small square over here, so they didn't add that Easter egg over here. So we come to the seats. So this one has the cloth seats, and since this one does not have the leather package, everything else is trimmed in cloth, but it looks like it's a nice material. So let's take a seat inside. So to go inside, you can use the handle over here. You have these running board over here, and if you go for the Super Crew, it gives you the additional doors. You get the full running board. This one has it over till here. So let's take a seat inside. So I am here in the interior of the new Ford F-150. So changes in the interior include nothing much compared to last year's, but I think they have this new steering wheel design, I believe, with much more I think better laid out with the buttons. It's more smarter in that terms. Then we have this screen over here, And normally you can also get another an option that's a 12-inch screen. This one is the standard 8-inch. So let me just start the car, and so that we can actually show you everything else. So that's the graphic you get when we start the car or just turn on the ignition. This is the standard digital dials which you get. That means central part is digital and the rest is analog. Or if you go for the higher end trim models, you get the full instrument cluster in digital, and that has much cooler graphics than this. But even this is fine. It's pretty easy to understand, and let's see if we can show you everything else. So this is my view. Then the trip computer, vehicle information. If I click OK, we can see the tire pressure, off-road, power distribution, engine information, etc. And then we can go back. Then we have the towing options, phone settings, audio, and normal other settings. Then there is no other functionality other than that. This car has the cruise control, so there are the buttons over here for the cruise control. Obviously this is for the volume controls. This is for the voice assistant. I think this is for the lane departure warning, and this is obviously to control the infotainment over here. And this is for the if you want to accept the calls or not, and again to go forward or back in the radio stations. This model has the column mounted shifter, but other models, if you go for the like lariat trim or platinum, you get that new gear shifter which has the option, if you press the button it goes automatically flat, and then it helps to increase the workspace or storage spaces if you want. It just helps to clean up. Then over here we have I'm not sure what these buttons are for. I think it's for the blind spot monitoring. Yep. Then we have some light controls over here, and this is for the parking brake. That's it over here. Then we come to the center part of the dashboard. I forgot to tell you the dashboard quality. Again, this is hard plastic over here. This is also hard plastic, but this trim over here feels good. You have some space to keep your phone. And then again over here centrally, this is a pretty big space, and to be honest the screen looks very small for this. Then over here this is for if you have the trailers connected to at the back. This is for controlling that. Then for drive modes we have this. So let's take a look at the drive modes. So we have normal, we have tow or haul, we have eco, we have sport, and then after that we have slippery, we have deep, snow or sand, then we have mud or ruts, then after mud and ruts we have rock crawl I mean. So that's the control for the drive selector. Then we have 2 high, 4 high and 4 low. That's obviously the 4-wheel drive controls. Then again we have a proper volume knob and a tuning knob. And again this is for the climate control system. So big thanks to Ford for not putting all these into the screen and complicating everything. It's just simple to use. So on the top of the screen we have the traction control button. Then this is the hill descent control, hazard lights. Then this is for the camera and the auto start stop. If you press the camera button, we can see the currently, since we are in park, we can see the front camera is on, but normally I think we can change the camera which we are using. This is the 360 surround camera, and this is again if you want to see the fully. This is for seeing the sides I believe, and this is showing the video at the back which has a camera at the top of the trailer which helps you see inside. So that's a nice touch. And this is again for the 360 camera. So let's head back and then see what's there in the infotainment. So let's head home first. So this is how the home screen looks. It has your compass, the time, the temperature, any radio that's playing, your phone. Then you can go for the audio features. Then this for the phone, you can add any phone. I believe if you go for the lariat trim, you get both wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. Then you have the mobile apps. Then settings, you can check everything else you want to see, like mobile apps, display, voice control, anything else. or even update the system. Then these are the features like zone lighting, towing, driver assistance. In driver assistance you have the auto hold systems, pre-collision, and the system is pretty responsive and it feels just like you're using a smartphone, so that's nice. So let's head back. So that's all that was to show in the infotainment. If this had the bigger 12-inch system, I could show more functionality, but this one over here in the showroom, they don't have that model currently. Then this is for the storage spaces. You have a storage space up here, which is nice. This trim, I didn't talk about it. Again, it's like a wood effect, but it's not. It's just plastic, but it feels good. Then we have a glove box. I think it's currently locked. I can't show that. Then we have this 12-volt socket here. We have two USBs here. One's a USB-C and another is a traditional USB. Then we have another 12-volt socket here and another USB-C and a USB-A. So you have plenty of options to charge your devices. So that's a nice touch by Ford. And generally speaking, this is the blower control, as I said. So you can go up for increasing the blower speed or go down. So I think that's a nice touch. And you can press this to switch off or switch on. This is the way you switch it on or off. Then this is to go to auto. Then this for I think heating, max heating. Then this is the air direction, and this is for defrosting the mirrors. Then we come to the center, and since this one has a bench seat, currently I have this seat down. We have two cup holders and a space to keep your smartphone. Then we have some more space over here. You can see it's not that deep, but you get a deeper space if you go for the lariat trim, and that has a much deeper space. And then that's all in storage spaces over here. So let me just pull this up. So you can see over here that this is how the bench seating is, and it's pretty nice and comfortable. Even for me, I'm at 6'4" and I have a lot of space, and that's obviously nice. Currently with the 4 cars, I have 5 cars I have reviewed. This is the most comfortable I have been in a car, so that's saying something. And then what all features I haven't showed you. Okay, so we have the sunglasses holder over here. We have this light controls over here, which we can switch it off or off. Yeah, it's off now. Then this is for the ambient lighting, the blue color, and this is for switching it on individually, or you could just switch on both at once. I think this is for if you want to open the door and you don't want the light to switch on. The button over here is for that. This one obviously does not have any sunroof. So, and over here this is the visors. Nothing much. I think no light in the visors. So that's all to show in this car, and since this is just the XLT trim and there are not many features to show, if you enjoy such videos, do leave a like below, and also comment down how you like this video or what other car would you like me to see go take a look at. And also do subscribe to the channel and help me reach my goal of 500 subs, and also hit the bell icon so that you'll be the first ones to know when I upload the latest videos. And thanks for watching, guys. Bye bye, see you in the next video.